I think they kind of went with it again. Or was it Samsung? I don't know. No, it's Facebook trying to do it now.
Really?
Yeah, because Facebook bought Snapchat, and now they're trying to do like a big like. Because
they're bringing back Google Glasses.
So Zuckerberg is like
God.
big into VR now.
Right.
For some
And
reason.
what we're also bringing back is this melee bracket.
All right, Renzo against Fout.
After all these years, we're back and we're kicking it, just like Renzo is kicking Foot and L with his sword.
Yeah. So obviously not an easy matchup for Peach, but once Peach has a turnip, the matchup is not like the neutral kind of gets in her favor. But when she doesn't have a turnip, it's a really bad matchup. Let's see how Fout. I'm sure like Fout and L, probably played maybe a lot with Knuckles. Probably played quite a bit with Renzo, other mouse from the Netherlands.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, if you play a player pretty often, there's like two things that can happen. Either it gets like really even and back and forth, and they like it's pretty much coin toss who wins, or one of them prevails and has there's those stupid records that come up sometimes where like Blaze versus Reaper back in the day was like 63 to 1 or something. Like the one set being a set where Reaper played Falco, or like Sharp versus Mei, like previously known as Red. Like it's one of those things. Like one of these happened. Like either it's really even or it's just domination. And with these two players, I'm pretty sure it feels in the really even coin tossy stage.
I think we're gonna see. So usually when players play each other quite a bit, it becomes a player-to-player matchup and not much of a character-to-character matchup.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna see some weird stuff, but it's just because they know each other well.
So that's really funny. Like that was that happened quite a bunch in Europe as well. Just with the like, I don't know, people play each other all the time.
Yeah.
The scene isn't that huge, and it's so sick to see. Like, it's not really, as you said, a matchup thing anymore, but the players just knowing every single like little trick that they have. And it's so cool. I love to see that. It's so cool.
It's so interesting. Right now, Fout and L, pulling the turnips, he knows he needs those to be able to win the neutral. Ooh, and the stitch.
That would be huge. If he takes that stock right now. Was that a stitch?
That was a stitch, yeah. That was a stitch.
Oh my God.
He threw it to be able to take, to be sure
what
to
a
take the
huge turnaround for Fout and L.
That's big. Now, 142%. He's really at the percentage where it's going to be hard for Max to kill him with Riders, as they love to call it.
Yeah.
Right
and
now, on 52.
It was looking so good for Renzo, like the whole game. But Foot and L just took.
I think
how did that reach?
Yeah.
Like it looked like Foot and L can't even make it back, but Renzo just pokes him through the stage.
Yeah, the best trade ever. Best trade in the world. All right, that down smash is not going to work on a mouse. They're not going to approach on that platform right now. Oh my God, are you going to actually pull out the sword and then just throw it away? Not even a forward tilt for the people.
Yeah, I would have loved to see the General Grievous, like the two swords Marth. It just looks like he's actually wielding like 8 swords. Like it's so ridiculous.
Trading your
laser sword.
Best sword with a slightly worse sword.
Yeah.
But Peach looks scary with the sword, like that dash attack. That
yeah,
tilt.
It's sick. Actually, one of the best characters with a laser, with a beam sword is Sheik. Like, Sheik has some crazy moves with the beam sword. Like, her dash attack is ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine that. And right now, Fout and L's gotten himself quite a bit of a lead, and Renzo having a hard time coming in. Even Fout and L, without a turnip, being able to win the neutral.
Looking good right now, but... This
up tilt
almost
might do it.
Foot and L is just so good at avoiding all the kill moves and letting himself get hit by all the moves that just barely don't kill yet. And that's like trouble for Marth, because like the more that percentage grows, all your kill setups go away.
Yeah,
and now you're stuck in this weird position where you don't have any kill setups. You gotta hit like a tipper out of nowhere, which just is so hard. It's like the tiniest little hitbox, which is easy to set up for, but if you don't have any setups, it sucks.
It sucks. And
there's no tipper on that up air from Renzo, and Foot and L is just running away with this.
Ooh, but the side B into, I know you're gonna shield drop something.
Yeah, so now it's winnable again for Renzo, because on 0%, it's kind of scary for Peach, because there's so many like really, really bad combos that Peach can be hit with.
Unfortunately, that's a great ASDI down.
Oh, it's not in yet! Renzo's still alive and kicking.
And Fout and L knowing that he needs to back up quite a bit to not
Foot and L knows that was a scary situation for him, because like God, it's so scary. Like, getting hit with those like forward air into tippers, forward air into down airs. You're suddenly dead. Like you were just going like looking so good, and now you're dead. Like it happened so fast against Marth. So huge relief for him.
What I love, like even though Renzo lost that one, what I love is that he didn't try to go for too many side Bs at high percent, because like Fout NL is gonna be crouch canceling those like all the time, and like it's a mix up between if you do 1, 2, or like 3 side Bs basically. But it can be very scary, and I know Fout NL is shocking photos right now. We're on Yoshi's, which is a good stage from us, definitely.
And now, like, I'm really seeing what you meant with the turnip being like, oh my God, there's another stitch.
Oh God, it's not gonna hit.
Flew right above his head. That was so scary.
It scared him enough so that Fout had the advantage now, not being able to take that start. But yeah, those turnips, they really win the neutral for Peach. Like anyone with a projectile really has like.
Oh my God, that hit him a million times.
That shield, thank God it was a light shield.
Yeah.
Alright, Renzo not having a great time sharking Fout NL, which is what you really need in that matchup. You don't want to let Peach land, and you know it's reactable most of the time. Renzo getting to the middle of the stage, big forward smash.
God, I was thinking he's dead, but Fout NL just knows exactly where he can be at every point where he just can't be killed by Marth.
Oh wow, and yeah, like there's like 109%. Like he really needs to get that side B.
Another stitch!
Oh my God!
Oh, and it's gone. Oh my God, my heart. I can't take this.
That's the secret button under the frame 1 to give you a stitch.
True, it's on the back of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You press it with your microchip. That
that's
hacks button.
Oh, that was a really smart roll there. Actually, Renzo knew that he's a little late to get any conversion off that down air, and just rolled out of danger.
No,
the recovery is so good by Renzo. God damn. Like I played Renzo for a little bit yesterday, like for an hour, and like he's one of the trickiest recoveries I've ever seen any Marth have. Like I had to pull out all the strings to edge guard this dude.
Can we count how many special turnips they've had? Fout NL has had 3 stitches, one sword, and 1 Mr. Saturn just right now.
Yeah, 1 Scooby-Doo even. Yeah, crazy.
What do you call it? Scooby-Doo?
No, nothing. Next suck.
Another stage! You
this
kidding
is
me?
Ridiculous.
This is ridiculous.
This is starting to become like.
Check the box. Check the frame 1.
This is against the law.
This is definitely against the law.
Check the rules.
Especially against Marth, because Marth really struggles with those turnips.
Yeah,
so when you give him those really special
this.
turnips, it's really hard for him.
He keeps running into them. Why was that up B?
I think he just really wanted to trade as fast as possible to not get the strong hit.
What? I feel like Renzo is a little tilted right now.
Yeah, I can understand, to be honest.
I mean, honestly, like playing against your countryman at the international is already like a little silly. You know, you travel all this way just to play the person you played like so often.
Yeah,
it's a little silly. But then already also getting hit by 4 stitch faces in 2 matches. A beam sword and a Mr. Saturn. There's it.
That up air, nice shocking up air.
Honestly, I mean, this is not like completely.
Oh no, he can do it. It's really hard mentally.
But the trend right now is just so in favor of.
I'm expecting a last stitch race. No, never mind.
Should be best of 5, right?
I would hope so. I would hope so. If they made him play in best of 3, I'm getting Ridley.
Welcome, welcome to Paris. You play your countryman from the Netherlands in a best of 3.
Let's go. All right, and now
there's no way.
Renzo collecting his thoughts. You know, I hope he can get through. There's like, you know, RNG is RNG. It's gonna happen at some point. You're gonna have to face it. He's rubbing his forehead, you know, getting ready. He's got the cap on, turned back like, you know,
I like
Ash
the
from
little
Pokemon.
nod. Probably getting himself together. And,
yeah,
like Ash. Let's go. Just that he's not collecting Pokemon, he's collecting corgis.
He's collecting corgis, he's collecting stitches too.
And maybe he's collecting stitches, and let's see if he can collect this W right here.
Yeah, I would very much hope so for him, because right now Fout NL is kind of looking unstoppable.
Yeah.
But with how many, like...
Oh my
God, that was an insane power shield.
What was that?
Insane power shield.
Oh my God, that could have been so sick. Like the power shield into down air, if you would have picked that up into to stock,
That could have been
I would have
insane.
left.
And Renzo,
ran
for how much
right back to
trouble
Berlin.
Fountainelle has been giving him, he's been like keeping it very close. So if Fountainelle maybe has a bit like gets a bit of a harder time against him, and also maybe doesn't get like 3 stitches, maybe we can
what a
have a
call-out.
bit of a closer game between those two. And right now it's looking good for Renzo.
You know, one way to deal with those turnips is to like catch them and drop them, or hit them with a forward air, or roll through them, or
just
you
approach.
just stop
Yeah.
Peach from pulling those damn turnips, as he just did with that huge wave dash in tipper. And right now Renzo's looking dominant. Like that little moment he took. Oh my God! Do you see that? This is so hard to do.
drop.
It looks
Yeah.
really like a relaxed, like cool thing, but it's so hard to do.
Ooh, but great
So sick.
recognition from Fountainelle, knowing that his hurt box
God
was a bit
damn.
shifted by the float, and now
Renzo
Renzo looking
like
dominant.
a new man. God.
Yeah, I like the fact that he's been approaching way more once Fountainelle wants to put turnip or has turnips. That's one way to deal with them.
Yeah.
Also, like Moss's like up item throw is really bad, so you have to like drop them.
Oh my God.
You cannot throw them.
This
And
is
right
ridiculous.
now, Renzo is just looking
It's a,
so
it's a
strong.
whole new world.
Yeah, it's definitely a whole new world. You can cue the song in the chat if you want. Ooh, and the great mix-up with the grab, but again, Fountainelle knowing how
That,
the hitbox
that
works.
forward smash was really close to hitting.
Yeah, it's really that shifted hurt box from Peach once she float really helps her in this situation.
What's going on here?
I don't know, but that stage is favoring Renzo to a huge degree, and I feel like he really collected himself, as you said, between those two matches.
Yeah, I mean, the next counter picks is going to be rough because it's going to have to win twice on Dreamland. I
Yeah.
would have to.
Oh
I
my
would have
God,
to
that's
guess.
another
But the thing with
Saturn.
Dreamland is that it on paper it looks really good for Peach, right? But like in the end, Dreamland is a really wide stage, and if Marth plays it patient, which I could imagine Renzo can do against Fountainelle. I mean, Fountainelle is one of the if he has to play campy, he will play campy.
Oh yeah.
But like he doesn't like to do it at all, but he'll do what he must. So
Oh, he's a competitor.
he's a competitor for sure, and Dreamland is gonna be a crazy counter pick.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be hard because it's going
Not
to be harder
unwinnable,
to
but-
approach Peach. Oh my
It's
God,
number
that's
5.
another turn.
Mambo number 5.
Mambo,
It's
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What the hell? And he still has it.
It still has it.
Oh God!
It's gonna
Thank
go,
God
though.
it's gone. Like at this point, Fountainelle gotta start feeling bad himself.
Yeah,
for
he's
this
like,
tournament,
I mean, I hope he
God
doesn't,
damn.
because that's your character. If you get lucky, you get lucky. That's great. That means you just
True.
pulled enough turnips, right? That means your opponent
Honestly.
pulled, lets you pull too many turnips. Even though I think Renzo probably let him pull too many turnips before, but now he's doing a better job.
Yeah.
Like,
I think that's the one thing that he adjusted that's netting him so much right now. Like you never see Fountainelle with a turnip. Pretty much this match, like compared to the other ones where he was just raining turnips on him, like left and right.
it's definitely.
It's
raining
looking like
turnips.
those like Hammer Bros in Super Mario
Oh,
Bros.
yeah, the
We're
ones.
just letting them rain on you. But
All
right
right.
now, there's no hammer rain falling on Renzo because he's just not letting him pull any. And that's looking good.
All right, a bit of
looking
water
much
or a
nicer,
bit
yeah,
of
and a
coffee
little-
for Renzo. Getting
Yeah.
that energy in. And I hope they have all the good mentality that they need, because Fountainelle, it knows that they're gonna be going to Dreamland for 2 stages, or like for 2 matches, or at least one.
He's taking him for a ride here
Yeah,
on the young Dreamland.
not the Rainbow Cruise, but the Dreamland Cruise definitely.
Yeah.
All right, and are you kidding? This is the only one you didn't
Oh,
get.
thank God he just threw it away. This is
Yeah.
ridiculous. Well, we're at 5 stitches now.
Yeah.
A beam sword, a Bob-omb,
A bomb
2
bomb,
Mr.
2
Saturns.
Mr. Saturns. And now he's pulling, because now it's harder for Renzo to approach.
Yeah.
And you see how bad like the throw from Moss
Yeah,
is, the
there's
item throw.
so many turnips again.
Great spacing from Fountainelle, and
Another
Renzo.
one.
Oh,
Another one.
another one. Another one. Oh my
Another
God,
one.
DJ Khaled is loving the stream right now. I hope DJ Khaled is subscribing to Phoenix Smash.
I do think so. He's
Yeah,
got it.
I do think so.
I
think
mean,
would
he
translate
doesn't take.
comments.
He said recently in an interview that he never took an L in his life.
Really?
And not being subbed to Phoenix Smash sounds
It's
like
an-
a hell of an L to
yeah,
me.
yeah, yeah.
So he's got it.
By the way, Amazon Prime, or if you have it, you have Twitch Prime or Twitch Gaming or Prime Gaming, whatever it's called.
Little shameless plug for the homie.
Yeah.
For the homie Shies.
Should just click that
Oh wow.
violet button, the color of peach right now, and and try to see if you have one. That's free.
Is that violet to you? It looks blue.
No, it looks blue. It looks bluer in the stock than it looks on the character, to be honest.
Yeah, but it's still.
It's blue. It's a blue. Okay, it's a blue. All right. First stock going to Fout NL. Another turnip in his hands. But the forward smash is going to take that away from him.
That was a really, actually, it looked like nothing big, but that's a major deal to take that stock off at 140. Because on Dreamland, Peach can live forever, ever.
Oh, yeah.
And it's going to be rough to get rid of those stocks. Like, if you don't take them at 90, 80, or 100, she's going to live forever.
Yeah, even more than the other stages that we saw. Right now, Renzo is trying to find a way to approach. It's so much to juggle because he needs to think about am I going to approach safely? But I need to get those turnips out of the hand.
Yeah, the thing is with those very high platforms, Foot is really abusing that he can just pretty much safely pull a turnip up there.
Yeah.
And Renzo can't do much about it. And look at those walls that Foot is creating with those turnips. Like, if he has one in his hand, he can throw it and pretty much be sure that he can pull another one.
Yeah, and I think right now he's adapted to the fact that Renzo at some point is going to try to approach me when I have turnip. So I'm going to stop pulling turnips at the right moments so that I have a way to counterattack if he starts approaching me. And Fountainell, great at adaptation. He's a very studied player. Actually a student of Ryobi. Peach from the US. It's gonna get a lot under his belt, and Renzo is trying to make the comeback, but Fountainell is definitely not giving it to him. He's not pulling turnips right now because he knows Renzo wants to approach.
Oh, that could have been something.
So close, yet so
far.
That's
that could have been one of those early kills that we talked about. That Mark really needs to shine with this matchup. Oh man.
I'm seeing Renzo focused, but also a bit worried in that.
Another one of those top right side of the side platform turnip pulls that.
Oh.
Footnell's just getting away with it. Looks like one of those really annoying platform games to play for Mars right now. It looks like Geometry Dash or something.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean.
It's so annoying. It just keeps. He just keeps coming here.
And now 163%, and I mean, he's got to react. He's got to try to find that coming down, that sharking that he needs so badly. And that up tilt's not gonna do it.
He's milking the stock.
173. That's all he wants. He just wants percent. And if he can get the stock, that's just bonus.
Oh, this is looking so bad for Renzo right now.
Ooh, but great tech back here.
Yeah.
You gotta do that back air with Mars, or you're gonna be in quite a trouble. That side B, double side B could have been very dangerous.
I thought that up air hit him, but the up tilt came out in clutch.
Up tilt almost not killing, which would have been a bit scary. I think at this point Renzo just unplugged the controller and said, good job. Great turnips. We haven't had a special turnips in a while, which is good, but now Fountainell is starting to pull more and more, and the more he pulls, the more chance he has. It's just the tick sticks. That's just how it works.
This is looking so difficult for Renzo. Oh my god.
And
look at the time as well. Yeah, Footnell with the little pop up. He knows he can play this down with the clock.
Yeah.
He can pretty much keep running away with this.
Oh.
And this is really difficult.
Oh yeah, we're back in 2014. Now for that last stock of Renzo possibly in the set. He needs to win this if he wants to stay competitive.
There could have been something there, but still so much damage for Footnell. Renzo?
Yeah, no, the shocking hasn't been his strong suit right now. Footnell is just so tricky
when
coming down.
Number 6.
Are you kidding me? That's number 6. The number 5. Oh, and we're back in 2021. Welcome back.
Footnell just adapts so well to those anti-turnip strats though. He found the perfect range to keep pulling them. He found ways to deal with Renzo's power shields, found ways to deal with those catch and droppies. But
don't count out Renzo before. Don't.
I'm not counting him up, but still, it's just so impressive the way Footnell is adapting mid-match, mid-set, from game to game.
I mean, we know that I think the Dutch community is very known to be very much like a player-to-player like they play a lot on the player more than the matchups, and they're very studied. So like I understand why Fout is just so good at adapting so fast, and Renzo, starting off with very difficult games.
Oh,
and
that could be something.
Oh,
that's big.
Great.
Oh, the perfect smashy eye.
And he's gonna mix it up with the up air. Not gonna be a strong one though.
Foot and L at 100%. Where did all this come from?
This is gonna be big. He needs a
even
big
again.
conversion right
Perfect
now.
forward air there by Renzo, keeping him out, swatting him away like a fly. 140 on the clock, and Renzo's in the lead now. Now he can run away.
Yeah, and that's a dot eye. That's the only one we didn't get yet.
Oh, that looks so scary. That's so
But
punishable.
the dash attack is gonna be DI the wrong way, unfortunately.
Renzo just falls down, and Foot and L takes it, comes in clutch, and wow, that must be such relief for Foot and L. Yeah. You don't want to go out to your countrymen like that.
It was looking.
Oh my
it's starting to look very, very scary for.